What if Goku was never the first Super Saiyan on Namek? What if that legendary transformation belonged to my boy Vegeta? Not after the androids, not in some training arc, but right there, bleeding out, broken, humiliated in front of Frieza. Because if Vegeta turned Super Saiyan on Namek, Dragon Ball Z wouldn't just change a little bit, it would change a lot. On Namek, Vegeta was at his absolute lowest point. He'd been beaten, outclassed, embarrassed, tortured, and forced to face the truth that the monster who destroyed his people was still far beyond him. In canon, that moment breaks Vegeta emotionally. He cries, he rages, he dies believing Goku might be the only one who can become the legendary Super Saiyan. But in this timeline, that pain doesn't break him, it awakens him. Now, let's imagine this scene together. Frieza is standing there over Vegeta, mocking him, not just as a warrior, but as a Saiyan. It's the prince of a dead race, the son of a king who could never touch him, telling him he killed his father like dead trash. Every insult hits deeper than the blast wounds. Frieza laughs, tells Vegeta the Saiyans were always nothing, just tools, monkeys, soldiers bred to kneel. And in that moment, everything changes because instead of collapsing in despair, Vegeta's pride ignites. Not pride in his title, not pride in his bloodline, pride in his refusal to die beneath Frieza's shadow. His body starts shaking, the ground cracks, the sky turns dark, the ocean around Namek begins to surge. His scream stops sounding like pain and sounds something like rebirth. Lightning tears through the sky, his aura explodes, and Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans, becomes the first Super Saiyan on Namek. Whew. Now, let's get to the biggest question. Would Super Saiyan Vegeta actually beat Frieza? Yeah, he's not just gonna beat him, he is going to take him out faster than Goku ever did. Here's why. When Goku turned Super Saiyan, remember, he was already insanely powerful, and his mindset made the fight longer. Goku wanted to dominate Frieza, yes, but he wanted Frieza to understand the gap. Goku had restraint, he had mercy, he still had that warrior mindset. Vegeta don't fight like that. Vegeta is ruthless. Vegeta has that dog in him, especially Namek Vegeta. This is a Vegeta fueled by humiliation, genocide, rage, years of helplessness under Frieza's rule. If he gets the power of Super Saiyan in that exact moment, he's not teaching Frieza a lesson. He is erasing him. He is going to cave his chest in. So the second Vegeta transforms, the whole tone of the fight changes. Frieza attacks first, confident, mocking, maybe amused. Then Vegeta vanishes. One hit to the gut, one kick to the face. Frieza is launched across Namek before he even knows what the heck is going on. And for the first time in his life, he feels fear, real fear. He powers up, he screams. He tries to regain control of the fight, but Vegeta is relentless. No speeches, no waiting, no show me your full power, just pure violent pressure. And that is exactly why Frieza bites the dust right there, because Goku gave Frieza time. Vegeta ain't giving him no time. Now, this is where the timeline gets insane and diverts like crazy, because if Vegeta becomes Super Saiyan on Namek, Goku loses the iconic transformation that we all know and love. Think about what that means for a minute. Goku arriving as the savior, gone. The first Super Saiyan being driven by righteous fury, gone. That legendary image of Goku standing against Frieza with golden hair and cold eyes, now it's replaced by Vegeta. And honestly, that changes the emotional core of the series, because Goku becoming a Super Saiyan was bigger than power. It was the moment the pure-hearted warrior became the legend, but Vegeta becoming a Super Saiyan first, that sends a totally different message. There's no hope, no justice, definitely no mercy. This is a message of conquest, a message that the Saiyan Prince reclaimed his race's pride through force. And for Vegeta, that would be the most dangerous thing that could ever happen to him, because now his ego is no longer just pride. Now it's validated. His ego is going to be through the roof. He wouldn't just believe he was meant to stand above Goku. Now he's got proof. He killed Frieza. He achieved the legend first. He avenged the Saiyans. He became everything he thought he was destined to be. That kind of Vegeta, that would be terrifying. This is the most important part of the entire what if, because canon Vegeta becomes great, not just because he gets stronger, but because he gets humbled throughout his journey of becoming a Super Saiyan and achieving new levels beyond that repeatedly. Yes, he gets surpassed by Goku. He fails. He gets broken. He slowly becomes more human. That pain is what shapes him. But if Vegeta becomes a Super Saiyan on Namek and he kills Frieza himself, he skips a huge part of the humbling process. Now, instead of a Vegeta who is forced to question himself, we get a Vegeta who feels completely justified and Everything. Brutality, justified. Arrogance, justified. His obsession with being number one, that is completely justified. That means his redemption arc slows down massively. He still worked with the Z fighters when necessary, but the gap between him and the others emotionally would be larger. Bulma probably still interests him, Earth still probably becomes his home eventually, but the softer side of Vegeta that we know, that takes longer to emerge, maybe a lot longer. Because in this version of the story, Vegeta didn't lose on Namek, he won. And sometimes victory can damage a character more than failure ever could. Now, let's jump ahead a little bit. If Vegeta was the first Super Saiyan, then by the time the androids show up, his ego is at an all-time high. He would walk into the saga convinced that he is the ultimate warrior, not because of his potential, but because of his training, because history has already proved it. That makes him even more reckless, even more aggressive, even less willing to listen. So when 18 steps in and they start to throw punchy, Vegeta's going to fight her, probably still be overconfident. Honestly, he's probably still going to lose, but because raw power isn't everything and androids have insane stamina and pressure, but this loss is going to hit differently. This wouldn't just be Vegeta losing a fight. This would be the legendary Super Saiyan, the one who beat Frieza, getting humiliated in front of everybody. That kind of defeat would crack him in a way Namek didn't. That might even make him worse, more obsessed, more unstable, more desperate to prove that his legend wasn't temporary, it's permanent. And if you thought canon Vegeta was arrogant against Cell, this version is totally worse, way worse, because now when semi-perfect Cell begs to absorb 18, Vegeta's mindset is even more toxic. In canon, Vegeta lets Cell transform because he wants to test himself. In this timeline, Vegeta lets Cell transform because he already sees himself as the chosen warrior in Saiyan history. He'd think, I defeated Frieza as the first Super Saiyan. I am the legend. There is no form you can reach that stands above me. And that arrogance could destroy everything faster. Maybe a lot worse than the canon. Maybe Cell reaches perfection earlier. Maybe more people die. Maybe Goku is forced into an even harder carry role later because Vegeta's pride once again opens the door for disaster. That's the irony of this what if. Vegeta becoming the hero in Namek doesn't automatically make the future better. In some ways, it makes it a whole lot worse. Now, let's talk about Goku. If Vegeta turns Super Saiyan first, Goku's arc changes a lot because now he's no longer the one who became the myth. He's the one chasing it. That creates a very interesting reversal. Usually it's Vegeta chasing Goku. Now Goku would have to play catch up to the warrior who stole the legendary moment from him. Would Goku still become a Super Saiyan later? Oh yeah, absolutely. But the symbolism changes. Instead of Goku ascending through grief and righteous fury against Frieza, he'd likely awaken it later through necessity, maybe against the androids, maybe in training, maybe in another crisis. And that means Goku loses one of the most emotionally powerful moments in the entire franchise. Vegeta gains it, Goku loses it. And Dragon Ball's central rivalry becomes even more intense because now Vegeta has something Goku can never take away. He can say, I was the first. So, what if Vegeta turns Super Saiyan against Frieza? Well, Frieza dies a whole lot sooner. Namek may not even explode. Vegeta becomes the first Super Saiyan in front of everybody. Goku loses the most iconic victory, and the entire series becomes darker, more pride-driven, and way more unstable because, yes, Vegeta would finally get what he's always wanted. He's always wanted the power. He's wanted revenge, the title, the legend. But the cost would be massive. Because the Vegeta that we know and love today was forged through failure, humility, and painful growth. But if he won early, he might become stronger sooner, but he would become a much worse man. And that might be the biggest consequence out of this whole timeline. So honestly, this what if is hype on the surface, and I love it. Super Saiyan Vegeta on Namek would be one of the coldest moments in anime history, but long term, it would create the most dangerous version of Vegeta imaginable. A Vegeta with all the pride, all the power, and none of the humility. And that changes Dragon Ball forever. I'm telling you, if Vegeta turns Super Saiyan on Namek, that would be awesome. That's a great what if though. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you, and have a great day.